When I on the street, I have a lot of trend from the people from outside, trend to the biker. They trend me on the radio. They say they can run over me when I ride in the car, and they also making the sound. When I heard the sound, blow my mind, kind of thing, make me going crazy. That's what make me mad. That's why I hear drive the car. I hit the motorcycle when I hit them. I heard from radio say I got a gun. They gonna shoot you. That's why I run away from it.
Okay, sir, and I'm just making notes of everything you're talking about, okay? I just don't want you to think I'm not listening. I'm typing. So you said, what did you say? The radio said something? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
I hear the voice coming out from my radio. And sometimes in the air, say they trying to me, they gonna run over when I ride a car, run over or me over the road.
We are about to watch the parole hearing of a Utah man who ran over a bunch of motorcycles because he thought they were talking to him through the radio. But he was out on parole for crimes that he did against his own little ones, infants. Yeah, give him parole so that he can go ahead and do this. Now, his full term date is 2040. Do you think Utah's going to parole him? I'll let you know at the end.
Say your name, sir, so I don't say it incorrectly.
Cuong Cuong and Tran. Last name Tran.
Tran, right? Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Kelly Perry. Oh, and your offender number is 44092. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Kelly Perry. I'm a hearing officer with the Board of Pardons and Parole, and I'll be conducting your hearing today.
Okay.
As this is an official proceeding, I do need to swear you in. So if you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that this testimony about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right, sir. And you can put your hand down now. Did you receive 7 days written notice of today's hearing, sir?
Yeah.
Did you receive your blue disclosure packet?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you have a chance to review that?
Yeah.
Do you feel prepared to go forward with today's hearing, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, sir, just to kind of tell you how today's going to go, I'm going to go over procedurally how we got to this hearing. I'm going to go over, I'm going to ask you for just any comments about your offenses. We'll go over any background questions I have, the contract psychological evaluation, if you were released, what that would look like. And at the end of the hearing, if you have further questions or comments, let me know, okay?
Okay.
So it looks like you had a parole violation original hearing in January of last year. The board accepted your admissions to allegations 1 through 5, took judicial notice of the new conviction in cases number 2019-07381 and 2019-07020. They set a rehearing for now with the contract psychological evaluation, and that they noted that you are expected to remain case action plan compliant and have no disciplinary violations.
Yeah.
Does that sound procedurally correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me about your offenses for which you're currently incarcerated? Kind of give me a description or any comments you have.
When I on the street, I have a lot of trend from the people from outside, trend to the biker. They trend me on the radio. They say they can run over me when I ride in the car, and they also making the sound. When I heard the sound, blow my mind, kind of thing, make me going crazy. That's what make me mad. That's why I hear drive the car. I hit the motorcycle when I hit them. I heard from radio say I got a gun. They gonna shoot you. That's why I run away from it.
Okay, sir, and I'm just making notes of everything you're talking about, okay? I just don't want you to think I'm not listening. I'm typing. So you said, what did you say? The radio said something? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I hear the voice coming out from my radio. And sometimes in the air, say they trying to me, they gonna run over when I ride a car, run over or me over the road.
Were you taking mental health medication at the time?
Yeah,
sir?
I do, ma'am. I take my medication.
But were at the time of the offense, were you taking medication?
Yeah, I still take medication at the time. Yeah. I tend to me. Sometimes I listen to my radio at home, TV. I still hear the voice. I don't know where it come from.
Okay. Do you still hear this voice that tells you that they're trying to do something?
Sometimes I hear it, when I at the housing where I live, sometimes I hear it come from my TV, radio, when I did watching the TV or listening to music.
Does it tell you, so obviously this, sir, this is a violent offense where you hit motorcyclists, right?
Yeah.
So do these voices tell you to do things that are harmful to others usually, or?
They tell me they don't like me, something like that. That's how they say, okay, I can run over because one of the biker I hit that one of the biker, they got a group, they got a biker, biker against child abuse. That kind of group, they don't like the kind of crime like me, like sick crime like me. And another one, when I see him in the street, I hear a voice coming out from the air. They say, you want to play with me? That's why he put the finger on me. He tried to the motorcycle. I put the finger. You want to play with me? So yeah, I try to move around on the freeway, on the street like that. So I follow him. I said, you want to play? Follow me.
So, but it wasn't these motorcyclists that said that, right?
I think motorcycle because I see he put the finger on me. He look at me, when he look at me, he put the finger on me. I think I think what they are.
So, sir, how do you feel about what happened in this offense where you hit these individuals with your car? How do you see it now?
Yeah, right now I feel I'm really stupid. I just feel, why don't I just ignore it? But the way I did, just ignore it. Them don't, argue with them, want to say anything. Just ignore, go away.
Okay. All right, sir. Is there anything you want to say about victim impact? If the this is being a live streamed hearing, sir. And so I don't know if the victims are listening, but if they were listening, is there anything you'd like to say?
I just feel sorry for what I did to them. So I don't mean to do that to me. I didn't mean to do that to them. Hit them by the car like that. But I got too much hearing. I hear too much things say out there going down the street. When I ride a car, when I watch TV, when I listen to music. So it kind of confusing me. They also they use the power sound. The power sound of the motorcycle. That's the one that scare me the most. Right? I mean, not I gotta constantly think. That scare me. That's what make me mad. That's why I hate them. So now I know.
So why did you get mad, sir?
Yeah, I got really mad when they say something about me.
All right, sir. So sir, I want to make sure I get to the contract psychological evaluation. Do you remember meeting with Dr. Mom, sir?
Yeah.
Before I go into specifics, what did you think of the evaluation?
I think I understand. I just got a problem with the English when sometimes when she reads, she talks, I can understand very well, So, but I understand most of them.
Okay, sir, do you think you need a translator for this hearing?
No, I'm okay. Yeah, I understand it.
Okay. So did you get to review it then?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Did you get to review the psychological evaluation?
Yeah, they already see me 2 days ago. See, I don't need the review. She already tested me everything already. Dr. Moore.
I'm sorry, sir. Say that again.
She already talked to me 2 days ago and evaluation already.
Okay. All right, sir. I'm going to go over some specifics of it, okay, just to see what you have to say. It said that you were on forced medication and that you have a history of refusing medications, and your current medication is known. Is that accurate, sir?
See, the reason I refused for the medication because I used to take rest ball for 17 year injection. One day they increase my medication without my permission. That's why I get mad at them. I said I don't want to take it. I want it just the way it is before 25 milligram. Why they increase medication? What reason they increase medication? They don't tell me what's going on. So I refuse it. So when I refuse it, they call a SWAT team come force me down, take me. After that, I just continue to take medication without say anything.
So are you currently wanting to take medication, sir?
Yeah, I still want medication, ma'am. I still take they just increase medication without my permission. They have to ask my hair or if I had any problem with my hair or anything before they increase my medication, but I didn't say anything, so they just increase medication.
Okay. It, it also provided some diagnoses. Did you agree with the diagnoses, sir?
Yeah, the schizophrenia. Yeah, I do.
Okay. It also said that you continue to blame the victim in the present offense. Do you think that that's accurate?
You mean motorcycle?
Yes.
No, I just now I keep thinking about I just why I just ignore it, why I have to pay attention something important like that. They say like that, I just ignore it. But the reason they make me mad because they're making a sound, the motorcycle making a sound drive me crazy. That's why you make me mad, But the way they talking, I hear the voice. It's not. I think it's not serious thing for me to concern or worry about that.
So sir, when you said the motorcyclists were making you mad.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a little confused because I thought you were saying it was the radio that was upsetting you. So are you saying the motorcyclist?
I see it here on the radio. When I look at them, I talking back on the radio. I see the motorcycle. They put the finger on me. I said, that's the one that defy argue with me.
So, sir, I'm assuming, obvious that people could upset you in the future, right?
Yeah.
This is a very violent response. Do you think you will continue to have that response?
Now, you know what? I tell you, I speak from the bottom. I learned the lesson. I do it stupid to do something like that. I said in the future, if I'm going home, if I see some situation like that, I just walk away, ignore it. It's not important for me because I know this is the first time I've been on the parole like that. I've been trying to many people that scare me on the radio or TV or whatever it is. So now I learned the lesson. I do the stuff. I don't really mean to do that to the harm people like that, ma'am. I don't really want. I just want to tell them that I'm not that kind of person that do that to me.
Okay. The other diagnosis. Do you remember the other diagnoses as well, sir?
That's how I diagnostic for schizophrenia. That's all. That's all I have diagnostic.
It also said pedophilic disorder.
I don't know what that means. The doctor never told me that.
She noted sexually attracted to females, children. Do you think, your other offense is obviously a sex offense. Do you have any comments about that offense?
No, I don't want any comments. Friend. Like you want to know how I do the sick of my sick crime or what, ma'am?
Yeah, just if you have any comments about it.
No, I don't have any comment at all.
And then she provided some recommendations. Do you remember those recommendations, sir?
No, I don't. She just to say, substance abuse, whatever it is.
So she recommended that you receive ongoing mental health treatment.
Yeah, I have treatment. Go to halfway house, to MIO program, everything like that. I said, yeah, I can do that because I've been there before. I know how it is.
So you want to go to the MIO? It's called now, just so you know, it's called the MHSS program, but it's formerly called the MIO program.
Yeah.
So is that something you're interested in?
Yes, ma'am. That's what I want to go with.
So if you're paroled, sir, a therapist, most likely be Amy, she'll come out and assess you. And if you're a proper fit for the program, they'll accept you into the program. They'll let the board know, but the board has to make that as a condition, okay? Just so you know going forward. All right, sir. How's your mental health currently doing, sir?
I'm doing just fine. I take medication. I go to group, the housing. Watching the program on the TV, documentary program, what's going on, see what's going on around the world, America, and talk to the friend. I'm mental health okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. So is your programming currently mental health treatment and therapy?
Yeah. Then I could go to group, go to life skill, anger management, thinking, voting, victim impact. I've been in there, so.
Do you think you have an anger issue, sir?
No, I don't think, I don't think I got the anger management, you know. But I already took that course, that class in the prison already,
Okay. So sure, in regards to release plans, maybe it sounds like things maybe have changed, but you said you wanted to live with your sister in West Valley and work in electronics, but now it sounds like you want to go to the MHS program. Is that MHSS program? Is that correct?
Oh, yeah, you mean the MLO program?
Yeah.
Either way, if they let me go to the halfway house, do the program, MLO program, I will. But if they let me go to live with my sister, I can too, Either
Sir,
way.
okay. In your board packet, you talked about seeing your grandchildren. Are they young children?
Yeah, I haven't seen my children for many years, for 24 years. I don't know. The last time I heard my sister tell them they married, so I think they have I have the grandchildren, but I never meet them before at all for many years, so I don't know. But if I go, I on the parole, I cannot come and see it. It's okay with me. I cannot come see them, so it's okay with me,
Okay, because that's what I was
because
gonna
they're
say,
my
sir.
grandchildren, they're the children, so.
Okay, because that's what I was gonna say. Because I think what you're gonna have are what are called sex offender A conditions,
Yeah.
where it means no contact with children, right? So I
Yeah,
just want to
right.
make sure.
I can handle that, ma'am.
Okay.
I you okay if I ask my parole officer before I see my grandchildren? Okay with that, ma'am? If I ask
Yeah,
them, they
so
say
if you're
okay.
paroled, yeah, I would talk to your parole officer to see if that's something that can be allowed, right?
Okay.
So but I think you're gonna have a condition of no contact. So I'd be, make
Okay,
sure
all
you
right.
talk to
Okay.
your parole officer. So, all right. And I don't know what the board will do. I'm not saying they're gonna grant parole. I'm just saying if they do, obviously things you want to think about, okay?
Okay.
All right, so those are all of my questions. From here, I'm a hearing officer. I make recommendations. The board ultimately decides. They're made up of 5 members. 3 of them have to come to one decision. That's the decision of the board. You should get that in writing within 2 to 4 weeks. Anyone listening to this hearing, I make
Okay.
note of your guidelines, sir, which is 52 months or October 20th, 2024. I want you to understand that's just a suggestion, is the easiest way to think of it. The CCJJ issues them. They're based on a number of factors, obviously, one of them being your offenses, and the board ultimately decides. So, like I said, the guidelines 52 months or October 20th, 2024. But the board can go below that, above that same date. And the expiration of your sentence, assuming no other offenses, is November 25th, 2046. Do you have any closing comments or questions for myself or for the board, sir?
No. I just want the board to understand me well, what my problem or what my crime are, so they understand I'm not that kind of person, dangerous people, go out in the society, threaten people, bully people, take advantage of people. I'm not that kind of person,
Okay, sir. I've been making notes of all of your comments today. I appreciate you coming to this hearing. We'll go ahead and conclude. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome, ma'am.
So do you think they granted? What do you think Utah did? I mean, remember, there can be blurry lines. This is a parole interviewer that then takes it through a bunch of notes to the parole board. I'm happy to tell you that they did not grant, but they only kicked the ball down the road by 1 year. They basically said he needs to get evaluated, which means if he shows up and has just a normal hearing, one that doesn't set off in crazy alarm bells, he probably will get granted. We see it all the time in Utah, and think about how dangerous that is. Here's where they first dropped the ball. In 2004, and thank you, Sir Richard, instead of getting locked up for 3 counts of 45 years for what he did to little ones, which Sir Richard has in notes were 5-month-old and a 3-year-old and a 9-year-old. Okay. Instead of locking him up for the 1 to 15 years, it's a gimmick, right? 1 to 15 years. Not the judge didn't say no, right? It's a gimmick. but consecutive, right? Instead of doing that, they said that he needs to just go to a hospital until another program becomes available, and then to take a sex offender program. That's what they did for him. And what was the result? He gets on the road, probably with a completely valid driver's license, and runs over a bunch of motorcyclists. You can't make it up. It's when do you have compassion for the people who just want to live their lives? Why do you put criminals that do this to children first? You say, Mandoo, how dare you? Obviously, he has problems. Well, okay. Maybe he does. Or I'll say, yeah, of course he does. Who can do that to children and not? But you need to lock him up. Well, Mandoo, if you gave him the proper stuff, the proper medicine, then everything would be okay. And even if you want to have that argument that everything would be dandy, how dare you take the risk that he stops taking it? Because this is the result. This is the result that we can see because it was a car, because there were motorcycles. Think about all he's talking about already going to his grandchildren. God, this stuff pisses me off. There's no news about the motorcycle crash. There's none of that. It's great. We think it'd be easy to find because, it's not like there's it's a common name in Utah, but you can't. It's like they just wanted to bury it under the rug. I don't know. Nothing about the motorcycle accident. But it's just I just looked at the article that Richard shared. I was wrong. He actually is accused of 8 incidents. This is accused of 8 incidents involving 10 girls. He has 10 known victims for what he was initially not locked up for, but said to take programs, between the ages of 3 and 9. In some incidents, the children's mother intervened before Trans could act, or shortly thereafter. Trans was identified by some of the girls and their mothers from a photo lineup. In all the incidents, the man was riding a dark-colored mountain bike. When Tran was arrested on October 26, police found the bike matching the description, and with that on his rap sheet, they said, no, we're not going to put you in prison. So, the system is not there to protect us. It's there just to mess with us. Now, I know there's problems with, it should be in a mental institution. And I look Google. So when Reagan signed in the Lanterman-Petraeus Short Act in 1967, all but ending the practice of institutionalizing patients against their will. Thank you, Google, for making me sound so smart. Now you're left with 2 options, I guess. You either you go to prison, but there's no, and clearly, if he belongs in 2 places. One is prison, or one is in an asylum. And the idea that he's this close to getting set free again, this close, he has a rehearing in a year, and if he shows up on his A game, he will get paroled. So think about that reality. And we will cover this in a year when he comes back. That's not a blank statement. We cover everything. As long as the channel continues to grow, so help it grow, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get the updates of these cases. Thank you, Sir Richard. And with that, I'll let you go.
People from outside, especially the biker, they threatened me on the radio. They said they're going to run over me when I ride in the car. And they also making the sound. When I heard the sound, blow my mind. I cannot think, make me going crazy. That's what make me mad. That's why I hear drive the car. I hit the motorcycle. When I hit them, I heard from radio say I got a gun. They're gonna shoot you. That's why I ran away from it.
Okay, sir. And I'm just making notes of everything you're talking about. Okay, I just don't want you to think I'm not listening. I'm typing. So you said what did you say? The radio said something. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I hear the voice coming out from my radio. And sometimes in the air, say they threatening me. They're gonna run over when I ride a car, run me over the road.